Hello, international students. Welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Vaishali. I'm IRCC authorized immigration consultant with more than 12 years of experience based in Toronto. The purpose of my YouTube channel is to educate international students since we specialize matters pertaining to international students. I get a lot of queries from international students, both offshore, onshore, and based on those inquiries, I definitely would like to share with these prospective students who are hoping to come to Canada to study or who may be already studying in Canada. So I discuss on daily basis. I get feedback from students who are in Canada or they're facing any international uh, immigration issues they are in Canada facing. So they share with me and they ask me question. So this today's example I'm sharing with you, one of the students studying at Lawless College in Toronto campus basically approached me last week and he has a situation which I thought I'm going to share with other students. They may face this situation, and if they do, how they have to resolve that issue. So I'm going to share that screen with you briefly. What is about share screen? So this is about study permit conditions. So once you come to Canada, you are issued a study permit at the Canadian airport by CBSA, Canada Border Service Agency. So they issue study permit and study permit comes with certain conditions. For example, those conditions are, for example, are that you must be enrolled at DLI. That's number one. Second, very important that you must be actively pursuing your studies in Canada. That's very, very important. That is one of the key components or one of the key conditions. Every international students who are temporarily coming to Canada to pursue their studies, they must maintain their student legal status, which means that at any given point of time during their studies, they must be actively pursuing their studies. That's very, very important, which means they must be enrolled full time or making progress towards completing their program of studies. And also, very important, not taking authorized leave longer than 150 days from your study program. Now, this condition is very important because as a student, I'm going to share with you today, he is facing the same situation that he was issued a study permit and the study permit is expiring next year, September 2023. And now he has completed his two terms and he's pursuing his third term. And the fourth term, is the final term, is going to start next year, January. So January to April, and the student has to complete his final term before he can graduate. Now the situation he's facing, the dilemma he's facing, that he has some health issues. So due to those health issues, he's unable to focus on studies. He's unable to continue his fourth term, which is starting in January, April. So he is concerned and he basically wondering what his legal options are because obviously he has to satisfy the conditions of study permit. Like I'm going to share with you study permit and how it look. So we should see this is a study permit. So this study permit was issued and so these are the conditions. If you look at these conditions, must leave Canada by September 23, not valid for employment, may accept employment on or off campus, must comply with other COVID requirements, some regulations. So again, these are some of the conditions which the student are subject to. Now, coming back to the same condition, the last one, authorized to leave. Now he was asking that what should I do? So I suggested him that as per IRCC regulations, let me change the screen and bring back the IRCC. There is one legal option available to him, which I suggested to him that yes, if he is unable to continue study and he want to take a break without interrupting his immigration status in Canada, that he can definitely apply for authorized leave from his studies. That's what IRCC says. So if we look at this, there are some conditions he has to meet Not everyone is allowed to take this authorized leave from college. Now, let me clear one thing. This authorized leave is something different than the regular scheduled break. Let's say after 2 semesters, you most likely will have your regular scheduled break for 4 months. That is your authorized leave. You can work full time in that because school is off. But this is in addition to that. That's different. This is not for everyone. It's only for certain exceptional situations. If a student is facing, like this particular student who is having health issues, if there's a health issues or uh, some other reasons, I'm going to explain a bit later. Then the IRCC allows them to take up to 150 days authorized leave from study. So they have to apply to their DLI and DLI must approve it. And that can't be more than 150 days. So it has to be under 150 days. And there has to be certain reasons for that. For example, it says medical reasons of family emergency or serious illness or a death in a family member back home. So these are all very exceptional circumstances that things can happen in students' life once they are here. So IRCC has a flexibility that they can apply for this leave. Must be approved definitely by your DLI. In a lot of female students, I do get this question that actually, as a matter of fact, last week I was dealing with a student from Colombia. So she came here, she's completed her 3 semesters, and then she was pregnant and she delivered a baby. So she has to apply for, she was asking the option. So that option is particularly very suitable in that situation that she's giving birth. And obviously she's taking break for 4 months. So in that case, they have to apply. So the same student I shared with you, Loyalist College. So I suggested him apply for medical leave, give them proof of medical, any medical note from the physicians in Canada, and then you can apply to your DLI, get it approved, and just keep it with you. You don't have to tell IRCC about this leave. You just have to have a proof of that if in future uh, if they ask for that. So make sure you have a proof of medical notes, any medical history, medical condition, or any other like family emergency or proof of death back home, or any other pregnancy or medical reasons. So that is a legal option that students got to be very careful because if they don't take this leave uh, authorized from DLI and they voluntarily drop out of semester, then they do not meet the condition of the study permit, which say that they should be actively pursuing studies. So if they take one full semester voluntarily off, uh, not any of these reasons. I mean, not for any of these reasons like medical, family, death. Sometimes a lot of students they do ask me question that they have financial issues. They can't pay the fees, so they can take 150 days break. No, that is not exception approved by ICC. So for lack of funding, uh, you don't pay the fees to DLI, obviously you are no longer actively pursuing your studies. It means that you do not meet the condition of your study permit, even though your study permit may be valid for the next few months. So in that case, obviously you're not a full-time student. So uh, you will be in a out of status. So coming back to a situation, this authorized leave. So very important note, once you are approved, your authorized leave from college, obviously you cannot work. That's very, very important. It's not that you take a leave and you start working. No, this leave is for a specific purpose. So you cannot work off campus, on campus, any kind of employment until your leave is going on. So once leave is finished, then obviously you have to make sure once you get approved your authorized leave from DLI at the same time, make sure that the college is giving you option to register in the following intake. So let's say you're taking leave for January intake. So Jan to April, you're taking a leave, and then make sure you have a enrollment offer for the May intake, which is the next or following intake. Because you obviously you can't be out of school for more than 150 days. It has to be within 150 days. You complete your leave, and then you can uh, restart your the remaining term, which should be coming the next term. Uh, so that I thought I'm going to share with you students. Very, very common. I do get a lot of questions on this topic from students. So I thought I'm going to share with you and I'm going to share with you my brief detail. This is what about us. So yes, I am IRCC authorized. We got more than 10 years experience. So we help students, offering them end-to-end services from student counseling, help them to get offer letters in Canadian institutions, and help them to get SOP, visa filing, and bring them here. And once they come here, we do help them with offshore services. For example, if they have to extend study permit, or they have to apply for PGWP, or they have to apply for their parent visitor visa, all down the road after completing minimum experience requirements on a PGWP work permit. We can help them to get PR down the road if they are eligible. So we offer onshore, offshore, both services. So if you are interested and are facing this situation or having any other issues pertaining to your immigration status in Canada or offshore, onshore, please feel free to contact us. Our number is written here, and I'm gonna write my details in description box as well. If you like this video, please share with other students so they can take advantage, because we do specialize in immigration matters for international students. That's what we do on daily basis. So we've got a lot of experience, and if you want to take advantage, or if you like to apply for a student visa, want to get admission in Canada, we can definitely help you to get offer letter. Right now, we are accepting applications for September intake, mostly September 23 next year. So if you are aspirant and wish to study in Canada, please feel free and take advantage of our lot of experience. And we are IRCC authorized. And also be careful once you are giving your file to anyone overseas, make sure the person is authorized. They are authorized by IRCC to represent you and to follow up on your behalf if there is any hiccups in your file during the processing of time. You never know. Unauthorized people, they cannot communicate with IRCC. Only IRCC authorized consuls can do that. So anyway, one more time, thank you so much for watching our video. And if you like it, please do share with others, and we will definitely connect with you in next videos. Till that time, take care. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. Stop sharing.